you are always happy when you do well. More than that, actually, to me, what this represents is that for our employees, the confidence that if we do all the right things, we can do well. I think it's very important for the employees to see that their hard work has resulted in a good quarter.
Taking a cue from Infosys, TCS, HCL Tech, do you think the worst is behind Indian IT? And I know you've been engaging a lot with global leaders. Are they all here saying that perhaps the best, I mean, maybe not the best, but at least the worst is behind Indian IT?
See, you really can't say that. But what I can say for sure is that 2013 is looking to be better than 2012. A lot of the uncertainties have been removed. For example, US elections are over. There is no doubt about European Union, whether it's going to stay together or not. China growth story is back. Maybe Indian growth story will also be back. So 2013 seems to be better because some of the uncertainties are behind us, some of the elections are behind us.
Fair point. I think the macro picture 2013 looks better, but how is the situation on the ground? I know decision making has been elevated to the level of CEOs, CIOs, all of those people. Are people beginning to loosen purse strings? Are IT budgets getting sanctioned far earlier than they were, say, about 6 months back?
See, what happens is when uncertainties are removed, companies are more confident on their spending, on their budgets and things like that. So that is what we are hoping, that for the IT industry, the situation would be better because companies would feel more confident. Second, given that there is sufficient time now, companies are also getting used to the environment. They have to now think about their future. They have to think about how strategically they are going to position themselves. So that's the second reason why I believe that 2013 will be better.
Talking about confidence, I think confidence also seems to be coming back to the India growth story. I think about 6 months back people were nervous. A spate of reforms, economic decision making has picked up. Has the mood on the ground really changed in India? You engage with the tallest leaders of India, Inc., one amongst yourselves, but has the mood on the ground changed really?
Yes, because of the recent announcements, some of the the reforms like even just for the software industry, yesterday or day before yesterday, the government clarified many of the issues that we were facing. They clarified, and it was a very welcome relief for the software industry. So such moves actually increases the confidence of the industry that the government is on their side, is willing to work with them. See, all of us require growth. We need to create jobs. We need to create economic activity such that there is more revenue for the government and more for the social program. So it is actually win-win-win for everybody, and that's what I think is very nice.
That's heartening to hear, because India Inc. was just about beginning to lose confidence. Confidence getting back is always a good thing. It's a sentiment booster. The question that one wants to ask at this stage is that the big event for us, at least back home here in India, is the budget. It's a make or break budget, because many people believe could it lead to fiscal slippage because there will be populism in the budget, or could it actually curtail expenditure because there's a fiscal deficit issue that we are facing. Given that scenario, how tentative or how nervous are you about budget 2013, and what exactly would you want the finance minister to really do in there?
So first of all, I don't believe one budget can make a difference unless, of course, it has something revolutionary, and I don't think we will do anything like that this time around. I think the government will be cautious, but what I look forward is some action on the infrastructure projects, because a lot of the projects are held up. Of course, that doesn't need to come through the budget. It just needs government to activate, the Prime Minister's council, which Cabinet Council, which is going to approve this, single window clearance and things like that. So, what we're looking for is moves such as these, again, which will give confidence to the industry, get projects moving, gets projects executed. I think that's what really we are looking for. From the budget itself, specifically GST, it's a very, very important reform for the country. And at CII, we believe that just GST alone can give us maybe 1.5% growth to the additional growth to the GDP.
My last question to you, and I ask this you as one of the important leaders of India Inc. There is a lot of buzz about taxes being increased in this budget. Certain policymakers in New Delhi believe there is a case for it. Others believe there isn't a case for it because the tax base is as it is so small. But there is this whole tax about increasing tax for the super rich. Which side of the debate are you on in this entire argument?
So, as long as there is a clear direction, clear reason for doing that, I would support it because, as a country that is still developing, we may require to, to increase the revenue for the government. We have to be seen as a lot more inclusive. But having said that, there are a lot of things that can be done today to, fix some of the leakages that are in the system, to broaden the tax base. So there are a lot of other things that can be done. Even GST, when I talk about, that also can, improve the situation. So I would prefer those rather than, because, you don't want to do anything that in any way hurts the sentiment at this point. You don't want anybody negative. That's all.
I have a last question for you. I know you represent India Inc. in many ways, more than one. When you say it hurts sentiment, why should it hurt sentiment? Why should the super rich not pay a little more when it comes to the government's revenues? Isn't there a case for it? I understand everything that you're saying, that the government can increase its revenues by many other things. GST is definitely one of them, and that's a big ticket reform waiting to happen. But just to chew your brains a little more, isn't there a case for it?
So as I said, if there is a good reason for doing this, I would support it, definitely. But having said that, you have to look at why do we need to do this. I think that's very, very important. And is this the right time?